I'm finally coming down from the Drake Kendrick beef. This was insane. I've never seen a beef like this in my life. I love hip hop. I've never seen anything so personal. Bro, Kendrick went after Drake's parents, friends, kid, secret kid. I thought he was gonna drop another track like, fuck your dog too, nigga. Fuck your houseplants. Fuck that bird that hangs out on your windowsill. Jesus Christ. Remember the 90s when rappers were nice and just shot each other? I can take a bullet. A bullet doesn't go, you're a bad father. I can live with a wound. Here's where Drake fucked up, is he forgot he's Canadian. And Kendrick is American. And Americans, we overreact to things. The start of this entire country was an overreaction. The British were like, we're raising the price of tea a little bit. And then we were like, I'm gonna kill every person in the UK. It's like, damn, nigga, fuck. It's Earl Grey, is it worth it? That's why rap's my favorite genre of music. It's the only genre that has diss tracks, just hot gossip on the record. Mwah. I wish other genres embrace that. No other genre does it. You never listen to jazz like, fuck you and your mama, duh, duh. You wanna pull out the chopper? Like, that doesn't happen at all. I want other genres to embrace it. It would make a more interesting world. Just imagine Beyonce calls Taylor Swift a bitch-ass nigga. The war that would ensue would put Israel and Palestine to shame. You think January 6th is bad? Wait till Swifties murder Joe Biden. Speaking of which, there are a lot of campus protests going on. I don't know how old we are. Do we have any people at the campus protests? That was a slight wave. Gaza's mightiest soldier. Yeah. No, it's cool. Where do you go to school? Get her. No, I'm kidding. I work for the IDF, nigga. Surprise. No. I support the protests. I like it, you know. I wish those were going on when I was in college, just because, like, I didn't get invited to a lot of parties, and it's just such a great excuse. You know, I was like, were you at Jake's last night? It's like, you know, I got invited, but, you know, Palestine, you know, got to be there for my boys. It's just, my only problem with these campus protests is that so many of them are happening at places like NYU, Brown, Columbia, you know, smart people colleges, which is cool, but like, what about dumb people that care, you know? We're a big part of every movement. I just want one campus protest that happens at the online University of Phoenix. Like, just to represent the majority of the population. Someone comes out like, our demands are defund Israel, and if someone could give me my password login, I haven't been to school in 3 semesters. As a man who attends an online university, I too know what it's like to be trapped with no better options. Yeah, there's a lot of tension around Israel and Palestine. I feel like it's because Israel and Palestine, it's a conflict that involves a lot of history, right? And as Americans, we hate history. It's so bad. Dude, the way they teach history in America, this is how American history gets taught. They're like, all right, the Pilgrims came over, they met the Native Americans, they had a nice little meal. Then the Native Americans went on vacation or something. Whatever, nigga, they'll be back. Don't worry about it. Blah, 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 Civil War, Lincoln freed the slaves. I don't even know how them niggas got here. But they free now, you're welcome. Blah, 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 9/11, now we're here. Depending on where you are, they don't even like when you ask questions in a history class. Where I went to school in Florida, they acted like the mob when you asked questions. Remember, I was in there just slowly raising my hand, like, what happened in Vietnam? Why? You trying to snitch, motherfucker? What you gonna do? Tell the Chinese you wearing a wire? I'm getting older now. I'm 31. That's about the energy level for us. Woo! It's not bad, 31. It's not great, but it's not bad, you know. I feel like, when it comes to aging, the only thing I really care about is looking worse. That's all that matters. My insides could be fucking jello. I don't give a shit, as long as this is okay. But I get nervous about aging. This might work for you. This is what I do when I get nervous about looking older is take a deep breath, I go online, and I Google white people my age. And I'm just like, oh, honey, we're fine. What? Baby, life has just begun. What were we so worried about? It's not that different getting older. I feel like only a few things have changed now that I'm in my 30s. One is that the women in my life are getting pregnant on purpose. And that's a change. And I know it's on purpose too, because every woman I know has an IUD, and brother, IUDs are strong. Like, Jesus could not be born today. Not at all. God would try that immaculate conception shit. IUD's like, not my uterus, nigga, LeBron! It's even shaped like Jesus' natural predator, just like, stay away. I don't know why, maybe it's because I'm like traumatized from growing up in the South. Whenever I picture an IUD, it's just sitting at the top of the uterus with a shotgun looking at my sperm. Now why don't you go back the way you came? We don't like your kind around these parts, what? I feel like the other thing that's changed is like when you hit 30, the universe just gives you a random hobby. Because like your body thinks you have kids, even if you don't. It's like, I need to be putting a lot of attention into something. And you just get a hobby, and you don't get to choose what it is. All right? I got rock climbing. A little autistic, but we can make it work, you know? Brother, I love white sports. I've done it all. Crew, lacrosse, squash, pickleball. I know about pickleball. And it's not even because I enjoy it. I do, but the real pleasure is just the fear in white people's eyes when you show up as a black guy to a sport they thought you didn't know about. Oh, oh, it's so good. Bro, I feel bad for white athletes. They're running out of spaces. Like, for real, we're taking it all. Bro, I remember I was watching basketball. I watch international basketball sometime. I was looking at the Norwegian basketball team. It was 5 black dudes. There are 5 black people in Norway. And we all start. That's insane. I think that's why gentrification exists as revenge, you know? Every time there's a new black snowboarder, they're like, all right, we're taking another block in Harlem. I think that's why the Guinness Book of World Records exists. That book has the most esoteric list of physical accomplishments. It's like affirmative action for white athletes. I saw this, it was the longest boat ride down a moving body of water whilst in a gourd. I'm like, yeah, that's what you have to do when you can't make it on the Knicks. Like, what have black people not heard about gourds? I don't know, fuck. Yeah, you don't get to choose what your hobby is. My friend didn't get as lucky as me. He got bird watching. Oh, he tried to hide it too. But he couldn't keep it inside. We were walking together, and then he points up at this tree, and he's like, "Oh, look, it's a yellow-bellied warbler." I'm like, "Excuse me, why do you know that bird's government name?" It's pigeon, not pigeon. I don't know, I don't know why I'm shitting on him. You know, he's not hurting anybody. He's just perving out on some birds, you know? It's weird, too, because I think of myself as an accepting guy. Like, I've had so many friends come to me and open up about everything. They're like, oh, I'm a furry, I'm polyamorous, I'm gay, I'm trans. And I'm just like, it's okay, you do you. And all my friends said to me is, I like birds. And I was like, nigga, gay? Should have been trans, bro. Would have been a lot nicer to you. Yeah, I do work at the Daily Show, which means I have to watch the news for work, and I watch the news live like a pervert. And it feels wrong, and I don't know. Do we have any foreigners in the room? Yeah. Yeah? Work on your cardio, because I was watching the news, and they were talking about mass shootings. You never know. And here's the thing. This is the fun part. Here's the thing. I'm from, again, like I said, the deep South, gun country, and these people never blame guns for anything, and it was the same thing on the news. They were like, the reason we have so many mass shootings in this country, it's not because of guns, it's because of rap music. Hip-hop is inspiring the youth to go out there and commit atrocities. And I'm sitting on my couch like, brother, have you heard modern rap? These are the softest niggas on earth. Bro, the biggest rapper on earth is Drake. I don't know about you. I am not scared of a mass shooter inspired by Drake, okay? And I'm not coming at you like some alpha, all right? I grew up on a cul-de-sac, but if a Drake-inspired shooter came in this room right now, I could shut that shit down with a hard stop it. And he'd just be like, I don't know what I'm doing outside. And light skin his way out of the room. We haven't been able to start. He already dropped the gun from his overly moisturized hands before the carnage could begin. Because I don't know, dude, like rap's different now. It's not the 90s anymore. Everyone's on Xanax and in therapy. Who else? You know, J. Cole, another popular rapper. One of J. Cole's biggest songs is called Wet Dreams. And it's about him trying not to cum in his pants. That's the new ISIS I'm supposed to be scared of. The motherfucker's like, everybody get on the floor. Whoa. Really? The Kanye shooter? That one sounds scary when you say it. But to be fair, if you can't escape during the 45-minute rant he does before he starts shooting, that's on you. All right? You had time. All right, you guys have been fun. Enjoy the rest of the show. Bye.